So, today's video, I'm going to react to Explore With Us Bodycam video. This one is called Deputy Overdoses in Bathroom After Smoking Seized Drugs. Yikes.
Wake up, bro!
The way his body was is very much like what happens with fentanyl. I don't know, obviously, if that's what he took.
There you go, wake up, bud. Here you go. Wake up, come on, Mark. Come on. Wake up, bud. Come on.
Was he snoring? I'm sure it's more serious than that. It genuinely sounded like he was snoring. It might have just been a breathing thing.
On October 24th, 2023, panic ensues at the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department in California when a deputy enters the bathroom to find a colleague unresponsive on the floor.
I thought it was his partner or something. I didn't realize it was just like he went into a bathroom or something. Oh yeah, because there's two cars outside.
On-duty deputy enters the restroom at the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department, finding Deputy Marvin Morales seemingly passed out in the corner of the stall.
That's gotta be terrifying to just find one of your colleagues passed out on the floor in like eye line. Which also, side note, American bathrooms, the fact that you can see that much is kind of terrifying. At least in this respect, it's possibly saved someone's life.
Morales! Hey, Morales! Hey, drag him out! Drag him out! Drag him out! Drag him out!
Who are they, like plainclothes police officers or just random people? No, I don't think everyone should help. It's just like, it's all of a sudden just these random people in normal clothes, not police uniform, have just walked in.
Pulse? How's it got pulse? Still got breathing? He's breathing. He's got pulse.
Okay, that's good. The fact that he's breathing and has a pulse, that can go downhill very quickly. But you need to immediately, I'm pretty sure, start giving them chest compressions.
Right now, we're working on the probably he's down. Yeah, he's down. There you go. There we go. There we go. Come on, buddy.
They're blurring out something on his body. I assume that's not his genitals due to the fact that I don't think he was going to the toilet, he was clearly taking something. But I do know when they were in the bathroom trying to straighten him out, one of the officers did say, like, I don't want to get it on me. So it might be like he has drugs still on his body, maybe?
There you go, wake up, bud. Here you go. Wake up. Come on, Mark. Come on. Wake up, bud. Come on. Come on, man. Wake up, Rouse. Wake up, Rouse. Wake up, there you go. There you go.
Oh, he's moving his mouth and his eyes are open, so I think that's a good sign.
Come on, Marvin. Mark. Come on, bud. Yeah, sternum rub's not gonna help him. Wrong pulse. Good.
It looks like his eyes are wide open, but he's not like necessarily breathing properly. It's weird.
They attempt a sternal rub, a technique used to assess a person's level of consciousness, but Deputy Morales has no visible response.
Come on, Mark.
That's not good. It's scary, isn't it? Because it was a good sign that all of a sudden he's breathing, his mouth's moving, his eyes are open, and it can immediately just drop back into that scary cycle straight away.
I'm gonna try breathing one more time. Dan, you're done with that? Yeah. There we go. Come on, Mark. I see you. There you go. Keep breathing, man. Stay with us. You're good.
I do think he doesn't have his trousers done up due to the fact that you could see like a little bit of his underpants. I don't know, it's hard to tell why that blur is there, but because I would have thought if his genitals were out, they would have given him the respect to maybe cover him up.
Paramedics arrive, and Deputy Morales is transported to a local hospital for further treatment. Meanwhile, deputies on scene learn he collected narcotics during an earlier on-duty call, with concerns he may have experienced an accidental exposure.
Accidental? I'm sure they're like hoping for the best, but to that extent, because people that take things like fentanyl and things like that, they don't take small doses, they take like big doses to get that fucked up, right? So, I don't know, it just doesn't seem logical that it would be a small amount. It sounds more like he used, I don't know if maybe he has an existing problem with drugs, but...
Like said it was in a glove.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
A couple more gloves.
I felt those. Doesn't look like anything's in it.
That one's empty.
Nah, I'm not seeing anything in the box.
And they can't find it. So it's very likely that he just used.
Pull up his last call that he was on and see if he already logged anything in RMS for it. I'm surprised we haven't done that, and if we're not finding it, he could have already possibly booked it. He collected dope at like 6:30-ish.
The following footage, recorded at a Shell gas station, captures the moment he obtained the narcotics, just hours before he would be found unresponsive on the bathroom floor.
You were about to pass out the other night, though, last week. You was on that Fetty. Hand it over.
Why would they touch that without gloves? It looked like he used bare hand.
Deputy Morales can then be seen tucking the foil packet into a black glove before securing it in the hatch of his cruiser.
See what I mean? He's wearing no gloves. to handle that. That's also really bad.
Despite securing the evidence in his cruiser, it's nowhere to be found.
How often do we just get rid of dope?
But he cited him.
But
he cited him.
You're right. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, that might just be an old busted meth pipe because there was no mention of a pipe in the call.
Ooh. Finding a meth pipe with no reason for it to be there. This is not good.
So that might just be an old pipe. I'll toss it in there, but that's literally just a shattered pipe.
It was foil,
It
right?
says meth, soft white substance, and foil.
No mention of a pipe, though.
No.
One deputy considers an explanation that might explain why the narcotics would no longer be secured in his vehicle.
Cops always want to cover for each other. They always want to think the best, but they are all human. There's a lot of problems in police departments, whether it's in the US or the UK. So this explanation better be at least considering the fact that this guy has a problem with drugs.
Do you think he was gonna go and book it, but use the bathroom first?
No, but there's no reason to pocket it because the stuff's all the way in the back of the station. So you'd have to get back in the car and drive in and grab it. That has to be in his cargo pocket.
It has to.
Sorry, but if this was anybody else other than a police officer or a police officer they know, either or, they wouldn't even be considering this. And I know that police officers have to handle these kind of substances, but the fact that a meth pipe was in his cruiser and there is no reason for it to be there should immediately be sounding alarm bells. There is no fucking reason. He hasn't cited anyone for. There's no reason why that should still be there if it's old.
But are his pants still at the hospital? He went with his pants to the hospital.
I know, and see if they can check on that.
Deputies with Morales at the hospital check his pockets, finally locating the evidence.
The guy's a drug problem, clearly.
Yeah. Yep.
Notice it is not in the glove. It's simply just in his pocket.
I think it just
Oh no, there is a glove there.
fill the flow in there. I don't want to fucking open it up, get us all exposed.
However, the question of whether the exposure was accidental reaches a shocking conclusion when deputies locate a small glass pipe and an orange torch lighter in the bathroom where Deputy Morales collapsed.
It's just not shocking. It's not shocking. Accidental overdose like that, to that extent, I'm pretty sure it's very rare. You would have to have ingested it somehow. And the fact that they are police officers, multiple of them, and not one of them considered the fact that they found a pipe that had no reason to be there as well. And now they found another one in the stall where he collapsed. This guy clearly has a drug problem. He has a problem with probably saying no to certain substances. This was clear, not just because obviously the title of the video, because that could just be insinuated, right? This was very clear very early on. I can just guarantee they wouldn't see another person with a fentanyl overdose and questioning the case in similar ways.
The pipe that's on the ground wasn't next to him, was it? That's what I'm concerned about. There's a meth pipe sitting over by the door.
I don't remember, but it was in the stall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Additionally, hair and blood samples collected at the hospital indicated at least 90 days of narcotics use. August 9th and 15th, 2023, he cited 2 individuals for misdemeanor possession of paraphernalia. In his reports, he claimed to have disposed of a glass pipe, but later admitted to taking one home and using it multiple times.
Jesus. This guy needs drug rehabilitation. He needs to consider a different career because being around certain substances like this over and over and over again, it's like being an alcoholic and working at a bar. You know, you are literally surrounding yourselves by the temptation over and over and over and over again. And it is dangerous. Also, how many times has he been high whilst he's been at work, whilst he's been talking to civilians, whilst he's been likely cuffing people, putting people in the back of his car, driving while intoxicated? Like I say, he is dangerous, not just to himself, but to other people.
Concluded that Deputy Morales intentionally used the narcotics he seized from the suspect on October 24, 2023. On January 1, 2024, investigators recommended Morales for termination.
That took a long fucking time.
However, before formal action was taken, he submitted a formal resignation letter on February 2nd, 2024.
Well, that's because he knew what was going to happen. Let's see what people say in the comments. Busting people for drugs and then going to use them yourself is fucked up. Smoking narcotics in a police station is some next level addiction. Honestly, he should be charged. Regular citizens are charged. This is what I'm saying. This guy murdered his child with a knife about 2 years after resigning. Whoa. So 4 months ago, he killed his son and was killed by Sacramento Sheriff's Department shortly after he killed his son. Someone said they came across that story first, then they found this video. I don't think it's proper for law enforcement to take care of their own in this manner. In any other employment situation, an employee who consumed drugs on the job would not only be fired, but would probably be prosecuted if it took place on company property. Aside from them just asking him to resign, they don't seem to have followed through with forcing to enter any rehabilitation program. That's what I was saying. The guy obviously was a threat. He was a trained police officer, had access to drugs, weapons, and was a friend of the law enforcement. The risks all added up to multiple murders. An innocent family was murdered because of sympathetic negligence. Whoa. I said that guy was a danger. That is a very sad end to that story. If those police officers had just taken additional steps, either go to prison or go to rehabilitation, it should have been one or the other. If it was any other person, that's what annoys me with these sort of cases, is the fact that if this was anyone else, they would not be treated this way, so sympathetically. And it's so frustrating. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it helpful or informative or at least entertaining. The world is a completely fucked up place at the moment and we need some distractions. I know I do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. But I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!